Ahoy gamers, welcome back to Grim Dawn as we're playing through as a hardcore solo self-run veteran. In this episode we continue to make our way through Act 2. By making our way through Act 2 we finally gain the ability to collect dynamite. We use this dynamite to clear passageways through the map. So we make our way into an old city known as Arcavia. We meet up with a new faction called the Rovers and they give us a number of quests. So without further ado we're going to jump straight on in. And we are back in Grim Dawn as we are playing through as a hardcore solo self-found veteran. Huzzah! I see we're veteran on the top left. Last episode we finally made our way through Act 1. We've completed all of this area to the north. And we just made our way into Act 2, which is just this area just here. We haven't got too far. And obviously I didn't finish clearing out my entire inventory because obviously I'm doing a slow time just to see the entire game. And you got some decent-ish items here, so this could be an upgrade. That is an upgrade. Why has our damage suddenly dropped quite considerably? Anyway, so that's a new there. I believe this is also an upgrade, only just. And I think that's it out of all the new items we've found in Act 2 so far. So we're just going to sell everything and we're just going to continue our way. And first thing we're going to do is make our way across the bridge. There's a bridge directly to the south of us. Let's sell that as well. There's a bridge directly to the south of us. Just here. So I'm seeing if there's anything useful for us to put in. There you go. Useful using boots. And I think we've got our legs. We can put something into. Anything for armor. Weapon shields offhand. Nope. Hands. Nope. Okay, looks like we've got nothing of use to put in our armor. That's fine. So this rift here is for the DLC, which we're not going to do just yet. So we're just going to click here. So it requires 25 scrap and 2,000 iron bits to the old grove. We're going to go slow here because I don't know what to expect because that's a big statue. Oh. Okay. We spent all of that to get this. Totally normal arbiter. Interesting. Gives me hellfire. Good for necromancer. That could be really good for a mage of some sort. Let's have. Can I even equip it? I can't even equip it. Need to be level 50. Oh boy, that's pretty cool. I'm glad we got it this early on. Yay. That's going straight into my bank. You may hear the music cut out every now and then. It's mostly because I'm playing RuneScape on the side. Oh yes, I always got to keep up the XP grind. If these are all in here, these are pretty cool. It's going to be a bit noisy putting everything into here. That's fine. And maybe I can put something into my armor now. There. Maybe not. I guess not. All armor. There you go. Increase my armor now too. Right, so let's carry on where we've got to. So obviously we've made some of our way through here, but we haven't got any hell gates yet. So we're going to have to run there. So we'll see you in a second. While we run that, just cover my build. So you see here, all of our points, nearly all of our points have gone into physique. And our main attack, as you can see here, is Primal Strike. Huge damaging ability. You can see here, Soldier, I've got up to Menhir's Will. And we've got military conditioning. I want this to be maxed out as soon as possible. Then the main ones I want to get from here is veterancy, fighting spirit, decorated soldier. I want this one as well. Scars of battle, and then I want the field command. These will all be really good to make us really tanky. And shaman, I've focused on primal strike all the way through. And I'm going straight for Stormcaller's Pact. That's what we want to get. So you can see how strong our build is. The idea is that the Primal Strike causes this lightning to come down from space. I guess it's from space. And it just blasts everyone around us. Which is really cool. Gear-wise, we're just using anything that gives us more damage. Any lightning damage. Which, conveniently enough, we have the best weapon for this. We have Falcon's Claw. It gives us 4 to Primal Strike, which is huge. Which makes our Primal Strike even stronger. So you could probably do this build without... Well, you can definitely do this build without Falcon's Claw. It just means you just won't do as chunky damage as I am. at least for the time being. You can obviously stack up a load of lightning damage or physical damage converted to lightning, and you'll be perfectly fine. See, it's yeah, you can definitely do this without the weapon, but it's obviously recommended. If you can get the weapon, definitely try and get it. I got it from just a random what's it called? Random shrine, desecrated shrine, I think it was, something along those lines, and it just dropped just a random blue item. Looks like we can't go this way. I just wanted to double check whether we could or not. So we'll jump back in when we regain over here. So we've just regained. So we haven't been to this lower area here before. And there is a cave straight across here from us. So these guys are lightning, so they're made of stone. Stone's notoriously good at absorbing lightning. So we're just going to clear out this cave here, I guess. No idea what's inside. Your guess is as good as mine. So it's called the Spined Cove. Some ghosty boys in here. Definitely want to bonk all these down when we can. We haven't found one of these ruins in a while. So let's start you. Okay, definitely don't want to open up an inventory while I'm fighting. It's a bit silly of me. Let's drop both my totems down just in case. And just keep an eye on my HP. There you go. Oh no, we've got our health regen popped in. And he's down. Perfect. Also, we keep an eye on all of our gear that we get. I think we did lose a bit of our survivability compared to last episode. That's all damage. Yeah, we do need to bump up our survivability again. That is actually better in terms of damage. Yep, not considerably better, but it is better. We can't use that. This, epic shoulders. No, that's not better. That's fine. With that in mind, I was trying to say, we haven't done our devotion in a while. So we're going to make our way towards this bull rush here. So you can see us slowly making our way here. Then you can get physique, then this one, then this one. So we're slowly getting there. And let's continue searching this cave. Looks like it's quite a windy cave here, actually. Okay, there's another boss above us there. There's an elite mob. Let's search up here first. But we are going to search this entire cave. See, now that we've beaten the Act 1 boss, should be able to make a good headway through the story now. Okay, there's an exit here. Where does this exit take us? I do like his artwork. Obviously, there's Act 2 artwork. Okay, just around the corner. That's fine. I know we can get there from the overworld, so I'm not going to explore. I'm assuming that this just has a few ways in and out. There might be just one hidden passage or a way out, which is an aggressive spectral. This gives us a spectral gear, I guess, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure how good its spectral gear actually is, but I'm sure we'll find out. Okay, everything's very quickly dropping here. We should be fine. Down they go. Obviously, we're not guaranteed to hit them each time, so it's a bit sad when we are just swinging our axe and we're not hitting anyone. There he goes down. Right. Okay, this is a kind of like a mini boss or epic boss. He's called Baros Voldraith, Lord of the Lost Souls. Interesting. Cool name, I guess. If that's what you can class as a cool name, but he is very quickly dropping. Each time we hit him, he's losing up to 2% of his HP. Just need to keep dropping these totems on him. We keep drinking our energy potions as we can. Totems again, then keep holding down left click. And just like that, he's down. Perfect. And I only really check through the gear when I've got a full inventory, so we'll check through it later on. Or I'll probably check through it and see if there's anything notable. If there's not, then obviously you probably won't see any new gear. If we upgrade our gear, I'll obviously try and show you. If it's a minimal upgrade of like 1 DPS, I probably won't show you. But if it's a large upgrade, then I probably will. I doubt we're going to have an upgraded weapon for some time. There might be a way of us getting a better version of this, but I'm not sure if there is one in the game. I think now we've got it, we should just keep hold of it forever. Which there must be. We must get some form of upgrade later on. We can't have this good of a weapon this early on and then expect us to use it forever. Well, they might not expect to use it forever. They might expect me to use it forever because I'm a sucker for big numbers. But so this build, essentially, if you don't know anything about Primal Strike and the Druid, you essentially have to be two-handed. So that's why we're obviously two-handed. It would be nice to be sword and board, but that's just not going to work. Your build doesn't really work with sword and board. Which sword and board is something with a shield. You could, in theory, you do this with a two-handed gun, and Primal Strike, instead of you going to them and whacking them with your axe, you just fire a lightning round at them, and then it does exactly the same effect, exactly the same damage. It's just a lightning round. It is pretty cool, but it's I prefer to be up close and melee. There you go. That's very good artwork. That's obviously what I use for my thumbnails. Right, with that in mind, that's that cave done. We can now search up here on the top right. If I look into the world map, go up here, it does say there is a waypoint nearby, or waystone. Yeah, there's lots of mobs here, so I'm probably going to clear out all these mobs before I activate the shrine. These big boulder boys are a bit worrying. Well, they would be normally worrying if I didn't kill them so quickly. You can see how much experience I'm getting from this. It's quite insane. Right, there you go. Activate the shrine. I want to drop both my totems down. Okay, one's down.
That skill's not ready.
There you go. Two's down. You can see we can tank a lot of damage here. Right, let's get out of here. Let's regenerate as much of my health as possible. Then we'll go back in. Although the boss is almost dead now. There you go, he just stunned me for a second. If you want to stun me, then here you go. Take a totem. And he's down. Perfect. And all the mobs are down now. Great. Right, so there we go. Just grab all this gear here. I was going to say there's epic pants there. Relic of the Arbiter. That could be interesting. We obviously want to get as many craft recipes as we can, because that's probably going to be the best way to get some good gear later on. And, okay, now we have to go up this little path. Yeah, so we'd definitely like to get ourselves, ideally, the next way shrine. Or, but, obviously, you never know. Just keep bonking all these down. They're very quickly dropping. Awesome. So we're in the foothills now, so we don't want to search that way just yet. We've got this little area over here to clear. There's a journal in there. We need to remember that's there, but we will probably go there anyway. So if that's the case, this is the foothills. Where is this? So we're going to local map. So we're going to the foothills. So we're... Yeah, okay, we're here. Fine. Now we're in a place called Crumbling Watch. Is that on here? Yeah, it is on here. Good. Okay. So I think the waypoint is kind of on the way to the next region. So just after the Crumbling Watch, which is this location we're at now, we should find the next waypoint. I kind of use the waypoints to judge how far through the act we are. So if I look on here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably as far as Act 2 goes. I doubt it goes all the way up here, but it might do. You never know. I have no idea, to be honest. I'm just completely guessing. See, I've never completed this game. It's the furthest I've ever gotten. There we go. Click the heroics chest. I guess I may have to kill all these mobs first before I can open it. I definitely want to keep chugging my energy potions. And that should be my level. He says that should be my level once this guy's down. Storm Revenants. I'm guessing he has a extra resistance to lightning. Okay, there was absolutely nothing in there. That's fine. Right, 1 into physique, and then we want to get a little bit more towards this. So we need 6 more levels. So we need to level up 2 more times, and then we can get that really cool skill. Right, let's keep making our way out of this now. There is that bit of lore in this corner, so we want to grab the lore. And there we go. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Down you'll go. Dust-covered journal. Let's read this. Okay, but I'm not going to read that. This isn't a lore video, unfortunately. Right, let's make our way down here. So we have somewhat cleared this area out before. Just because I think we had one of those shrines down here. No, just like that, they're all down. Okay, let's start making our way down this road here. I'll go back and clear these mobs. Because they're roughly our level, so they do give a little bit of experience. And really, I just want to kind of keep working on how much the enemy hate us. Because I wouldn't mind getting to a point where we get nemesis spawns or additional spawns. That'd be quite nice. Obviously, these guys, they get extra spawns soon. And extra hero spawns is going to take us a while to get there. But the Aetherites, we're getting quite close to getting additional heroic spawns, which would be nice. Okay, I can see the waypoint on the minimap now. It's just down here. I guess we're just going to beeline straight towards it. There it is. And it's ours instantly. We don't have to fight for this one. And there's a vendor down here. Let's go towards this vendor. Looks like there's a little town here. Let's take out his Walking Dead. Right, what have you got for us? Green Stranger. You have been having problems with bandits. Violent and bloodthirsty murderers, all of them. Okay. So they're in a mine to the west of here. I'm sure we can take them out. That's fine by me. These are rovers. Okay, so these are the other friendly faction at the moment, which is down here. They tolerate me rather than liking me. They get new quests once I get a little bit more friendliness with them. Okay, bandits. So now we need to go find their elder. Find the lost rover elder. We also then need to collect some dynamite and destroy a bandit blockade, which I'm sure we can do that as well. Right, we can quickly clear our inventory. So, I cleared out my entire inventory. There's nothing of note. I didn't really have anything to sell either. And it said those quests had mentioned us going to the west. There's obviously a bridge there that goes due west. So we'll just clear out these boars. Because I have some bored of them. Oh, I'll see myself out. So let's make ourselves to the west. I can see a star on the minimap, so that's obviously a quest location. There we go. Here's the mines we wanted. We want to go in there last. Let's search around here first, see if there's anything else of note. Okay, some undead. That's fine. Lots of undead. That is more than fine. I like the fact there's so many undead that we can very quickly level up this one here. He says as he misses them. But they're dropping pretty quick. This is quite fun. Okay, Frost Revenant, down you go. Awesome. Right, let's continue searching the rest of this hill. And looks like this is a dead end, but it's fine. Obviously, we only came here for the mine. This is just a Brucey bonus. Okay, maybe it's not a dead end. Ooh. So I know where that is, so we can just run back there once we've cleared this out. Okay, let's make our way across here. Okay, so I have a feeling that this isn't a dead end, so we can probably go back to the mine now. Because that's a nice little view. There's a little castle down over there. And yeah, we go a little bit further, and then obviously I'll just pause and I'd run back as required. Okay, there is a bridge there. Okay, this doesn't look like this is a dead end, so we'll probably come back this way. We'll kill these and we'll run back to the mine. Okay, we'll kill these. We'll run back to the mine. There is a quest objective here. Ooh, maybe we do this first. We'll do this. I'm so indecisive, but there's so much to do in this. Alright, let's keep going forward. Okay, there is a... So there's a guy that's downed. We can fight our way to him if more of these undead spawn. How are we doing for these? Okay, we're over halfway now. And I'm sure more will spawn as we walk through, or not. Okay, it's Elder Matthias. Please, stranger, take this talisman. I carried it away from the camp to prevent the bandits from stealing it. But nature has passed judgment, and I'm not long for this world. Pauses. Okay, he's handed us the talisman. Okay, I can now go back to the rover encampment. This kind of brings us back to the mines. So this is coming all full circle. There's that little weird camp on the left there, which I wouldn't mind going to search. These revenants are quite tanky. They don't do much damage, they just don't want to die. I guess he obviously has a lot of lightning resistance. Okay, we've got some ghouly looking boys here. Okay, but they don't seem too dangerous. This one's almost dropped. They are healing one another. Let's take out this skeletal knight here. So I think this is... Okay, this guy's called the Regenerator. This guy's healing him. Let's take him out first. There we go. I can take on Necrolask now. Okay. Got some more items here. Let's break this one. Amazing. Simply amazing. Right, we may as well just clear this down to wherever this ends. Oh, okay. Just kept bouncing back there. It's because we were running into a load of enemies. Here we've got friendly with rovers, which is useful. And where does the other path lead? Okay, the other path just leads back to where we came from. Looks like there's a dynamite location over there. This takes us into the mines as well. There's 2 ways into the mines. I'm going to presume that you wanted us to go in the other way, so we then come down here and get the dynamite to blow that hole. But obviously, we've already got some dynamite now, which is useful. Let's go through the mine. So I think we do need as much dynamite as possible because there's a lot of places we can explode. Like in the caves in the first act, there are a couple of places we're able to get through with dynamite. So we might take a little Brucey trip over there and see if we can open up any other ways. But dynamite may just be another random drop from mobs now, from this gang, Corley's gang. So it might be a random job, it might not be. We'll see. But first things first, we want to clear out this entire cave, which is nothing that way. We can then, after we clear out this cave, because we're going backwards through it, there's that little fortification to the west. We can go clear out that fortification as well. There you go, they're down. Okay, we've got another dynamite, which is always good. Open up the chest. It's got a soul shard. Nice. Drop some of these totems on this guy.
I can't do that yet.
And then use my potion. Then he's very quickly dropping. I say very quickly. He is dropping. This is the issue of obviously playing this on veteran, is that the game is slightly more difficult, but the enemies are tankier. They take a lot more punishment. But noting this, we may have to look for when we get slightly closer to the end of this act, which once again I don't know when it's going to be, but we're going to have to probably do a bit of farming again. One for gear and really mainly for new weapons, new armour. There you go. It's a little bit more reputation there as well. So we'll clear this way out first. Ideally you want to get as much dynamite as possible. It only takes up 2 inventory slots, so I can manage if they want to give me more. I like the fact that there's loads of these wasps in here. There's like big wasps' nests, which is pretty cool. See, wasps are quite evasive. They kind of do what they want. Wasps are notoriously bad for negotiating, so okay, the other way ended up being a dead end, so that's fine. Okay, let's clear down here then. Perfecto. And then let's make our way out of here. Awesome. I think it's now time we make our way to the west, to this little bridge here. So that bridge led nowhere. If I actually looked at it, it was a dead end. So here we've got the guy's medallion. Yeah, there we go. I'll give it to him. So it gives me some reputation and some iron. Thank you for that. I believe that we are now friends. It means you should have another quest for me. But by the looks of this, you haven't quite given me the new quest yet. We've got access to the vendor, which I think I already had access to him anyway. But this is cool. So let's clear out my inventory and then let's keep going. So making our way out of the town. So that's probably the way we have to go. So let's go search this little area to the east now. So you've got 2 bits of dynamite. So hopefully that'll get us. Obviously, one of them is to blow up the rocks just over there to the west. Hopefully we can find some more. So we can hopefully maybe go back over here. I can't remember exactly where one of the dynamite spots was. Was it there? It was right there. That's one of the dynamite spots. The other one up here requires some us to drain some aether energy. Don't think we can do that quite yet. At least it doesn't seem like we can. We've got nothing to say we can or can't. Okay, let's grab some of this gear. New ring, nice. Oh, there's lightning damage in that ring as well. So I'm going to presume that we can now start to find dynamite on all these mobs. So we're going to go left there in a second. Let's go clear this way. Yeah, I like the fact that how quickly they die. Primal Strike's really good. Compared to everything else we've used, Primal Strike is probably my favourite skill. That was pretty quick. We cleared out that little camp. And then we can now make our way through here. So obviously the game forces you to go and get that dynamite. And here we go. There's now a reason to use it. There you go. Demolition site. Requires 1. Let's put it down and it's exploded. We cleared that barricade. So we've got 1 dynamite spare now. I want to always try and have 1 dynamite spare just in case we need it. So we won't use it just yet. There is a bridge there. We can probably clear around here before we go to the bridge. And bonk all these boars. Bad boars. Oh wow, these boars have even made themselves a little camp. These are really smart boars. And they were smart boars, they're now all dead boars. Okay, there's nothing else in this camp. Okay, can't even search the dead bodies. So what is from the foothills where we are now? So we have to go to, we've been into the mine. So we're making our way into the rocky coast now. Yes, because that makes sense. Because the Steps of Torment was the place the other side of that little ravine, which is that ravine just there. So now heading to the rocky coast, into the New Harbour. So New Harbour is the next location which will have a waypoint. You are the murderer who killed my father. Excuse me, you must be confusing me with someone else. I saw you. While you threatened my father, murdered him in cold blood. What did he ever do to you? My father murdered his partner for a pile of scrap. It was justice. You fool. Drew tried to... Oh, okay, I'm not going to say the word. Okay. She didn't particularly like the decision I made, but never mind, she's gone now. Okay, may have chose the wrong person to side with there, but never mind. You live and learn. So I do like that this game actually has some choices. Obviously, I chose to kill her father. However, I'm sure if I would have... Oh, gave me royal jelly. What's royal jelly? Ooh. Yeah, that's obviously a crafting material. So if I would have obviously not killed her father, she may have joined us in Devil's Crossing. So when you play us through on the next difficulty, because there's 3 difficulties, you can skip straight to the 3rd once you complete the game. We can give it a go. See what happens next time. Okay, there is a cave entrance here. We want to clear out all these wasps first. Yeah, I'm not worried about these wasps. Let's go straight into the cave. Okay, there's a little blockage there. Maybe I should worry about these wasps. They hit pretty hard. When they do hit me, they hit hard. Right, let's clear this way first. There is an elite in here. Okay, there was an elite in here. He dropped pretty quick. He didn't drop any royal jelly though. That's a bit of a shame. Hang on. Wasps dropping royal jelly? Royal jelly is only made by bees. Never mind. What do I know? I'm not a beekeeper, so I'm not... Yeah, see, I dropped it again. But I'm not a beekeeper. I may be wrong. But I'm pretty sure royal jelly is only dropped by bees. Okay. Roper Rex, the Grand Queen. Okay, this makes sense. That if this mob drops a royal jelly, makes sense. It's the queen. So I think it's normally either bees or it's the queen that can make. I'm pretty sure it's bee queens that can make the royal jelly. So this is somewhat accurate. And 2 royal jelly. Thank you very much. And a rare amulet. Nice. I've got some picking up a fair bit of gear now. So we're gonna have to sit down and have a little look through all this. Obviously, I will have a look through it. You guys don't need to worry. I'll just show you what upgrades we get. And we'll clear this way. I know it's a dead end, but any experience is better than no experience. And some marked rocks. I always knew these bees were hiding things. Right. Yes, so we've got loads of random stuff here. Some epic gloves. No, stop getting distracted. Just keep going. Just keep going. I'm just like, oh, it's daylight now. Oh, that's cool. I do like the games that have day-night cycles. Don't expect on like an old ARPG. I know it's not too old. Don't expect on an ARPG like this. Alright, let's take on a load of these wind raptors. So ideally we want to get to the next waypoint before we end today. Oh, the Skeletal War is here as well. Yeah, we want to get to the next waypoint before we end today's episode. So we may have a bit of a journey to go. One more. Boom. Nope, I said one more. Awesome. Okay, we can leave that bone saw on the floor. No one saw me leave it there. Right. There is a shrine up ahead, which is good. I do want as many shrines as possible. They are obviously very good for us. And there it is. It's very scenic. There you go. Ruined shrine. We can offer this. And we've got some greaves, shoulders, and some other stuff. Nice. Right, so we've got one more point of devotion. I think, can we put this straight into this and put this on Primal Strike? Doesn't look like we can. Oh, we haven't got the one beforehand. That's fine. So you've got... Yeah, we can get that next. 25% chance for a charge attack. Should be useful with our Primal Strike. There's a little harbour. So the harbour, according to this, has got a waypoint. Looks like the harbour's down there. Obviously, we're still on the rocky coast here. Perfect. Anything lootable in there? Nothing lootable in there. That's fine. Okay, I can see the rift gate. There is a little town down there. Looks like you've got some more rovers down there. And we've got a little area to the left here. Nice. So, I'm going to quickly run into this little town. Pick up any quests as required. Obviously, rovers there. There's a little shop here. Looks like this is their faction shop. So we have found the faction I was going to say the faction hub for the rovers. Okay, can't do anything with that yet.
Weapons where I can see them.
Monterey sent me. He did he? Did he say he made it across the river? He was one tough son of a sliff. Still has a bullet in him to prove it. He sent you? Yep. Corley's gang is well armed and experienced. We are not. This is not the battle we're going to win by running in there head on. We need to cripple them. This is where you come in. The outlaws have a series of forges similar to one that's behind me, scattered throughout the 4 hills. If you destroy them, Darius's men won't be able to rearm themselves. I understand this may not be your problem, but I'm willing to make it your problem for some iron. What'd you say? Yeah, I'll help you. 2 quests over here. One for Eva. You have to forgive, but I must tend to this wounded man. Yes, was beaten up by the brutes. Oh, I've got some royal jelly for you. Here's. Thank you much. We've got royal jelly balm, which looks like it's a healing potion. Reputation and a recipe to make royal jelly. We'll definitely be taking that. And Hiram, stranger, look well armed, been injured by a rogue troll that's rampaging around his parts. Okay, I'm sure we'll find that rogue troll. With that in mind, we are going to make our way into Berwick. So you've got 1 piece of dynamite, so we're going to quickly go use that dynamite. Let's change my camera background. So we've got two things to do here. One, dynamite over here, and there's also a cave that we didn't do originally. Okay, I don't need to kill these mobs, they're easy, really easy. They're trivial now. There was a cave for level 26, I think it was last time. It's in and around this area, so we're going to find the cave. And I've not fought this guy before. There's two of them. Okay, don't really care about this item it just dropped. These look really cool. Look at them, look how cool they look. Yeah, anyway, so let's make our way across here. Acquire 1 dynamite. There you go, there's the dynamite. There you go, 10 scrap. Well, I don't have 10 scrap, I only have 1. I may have scrap inside my actual bank. So we will be back for that. Let's go find this cave. Here we are, we're in the Smuggler's Basin. Here's the boss, so he's now level 38. So you're going to be quite careful here. So he obviously scales with your level. And so you do need to be really careful. Just need to keep on top of my health. So I want to kind of run away here because we are bleeding pretty bad. Yep, we can't take him. We just can't take him. I'm not going to take the risk. He's too strong. I did try and get into the Dark Sanctuary, or the Sanctuary again, which is way off to the east, which I'll show you, which is over here. We had no dice, still waiting for an old key to drop. It's still not dropped for me, so I just can't get inside. So on that note, we can't fight that boss. We need to load more scrap. Can't remember how much scrap we needed, so I'm going to quickly go check my bank to see if I've got any in there. But I don't think we've got any. Yeah, I don't think we've got any quest to hand other than going that clearing the way quest. So we don't have enough scrap on us, which is fine. I'm going to keep hold of the scrap anyway, just in case. But with that in mind, I'm going to go for these items. As I go for the items, obviously I will end today's episode. So you've made it this far, thank you much for watching as per usual. Do appreciate it. We're obviously slowly making our way through Grim Dawn. We've got a couple of links down in the description down below if you want to have a look at those. The first link is to Mrs Rothmers YouTube channel. It's all about fantasy lore, whether you like Game of Thrones. No, not Game of Thrones. Well, she does do Game of Thrones, but it's been a while since she last did some of that. We've got Lord of the Rings and some Warhammer lore. If you like that type of stuff, have a look over there. It's called Nerdy Miniature. One nerd of all them all. And we also have a joint YouTube channel called Nerdy Miniatures, which is all about Warhammer. So if you like the Warhammer tabletop, we cover pretty much all parts of the Warhammer tabletop, whether it be, well, this could be good. Let's have a look. So that will replace the one on the right. That is a slight upgrade. Awesome. So if you like any of the Warhammer tabletop games, then you might like that channel called Nerdy Miniatures. And yeah, so we'll end this one here. I don't think that's going to be an upgrade. That's not an upgrade. That's fine. So have a wonderful day, everyone. And hopefully we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out.